Welcome to the Banksia Remembrance Service, and congratulations for having the courage to actually take a few moments out to spend some time for you to remember someone that you love. This is all very new for us. We don't usually record our services. Our remembrance services are usually done face to face, with people being in the room so that we can mix and speak and support each other. However, COVID, as it has in every other aspect of our life, has needed to change our plans this year. COVID has been a really different and surreal experience for our whole community. It has caused extreme isolation, as you would be aware. It meant that some family members weren't able to be near people that they cared about when they were unwell and dying. It meant that there were more people in the homes with homeschooling and perhaps people working from home. It meant hospital restrictions made it difficult for people to go to hospital and have visitors. So more people stayed at home when they were feeling unwell, which put an increased burden on all of the people who were looking after them or living in that house. And we understand that. We went through that with you. We can't imagine how difficult it must have been to have funerals that weren't exactly what you wanted them to be. But I have no doubt that you would have all done the best that you could possibly do in those very unreal circumstances, and that you have a great deal to be proud of. The restrictions eased a little bit too late for us to be able to have a service that we would have liked to have had to celebrate or acknowledge the festive season. So we wanted to do something that would allow you to still take some time for yourself and remember the person that you have lost this year. And we also wanted to do something to make it just that little bit more personal. So some of our team got together, and it's actually us that are singing those songs that you're going to hear through our service shortly. This service is for you. It's an opportunity for you to take a moment to remember. It's not a spiritual service. While we do understand that people have different beliefs and different ideas about what happens with death and dying, this is a remembrance service. This is to think about the person who is no longer with you. And this is for us to talk to you about acknowledging and understanding that you're on a pathway of firsts. You're going to experience, potentially, in the next few weeks, your first festive season without a person that you care about. You're going to experience your first new year. You may already have experienced your first anniversary, your first birthday, your first Easter. That year of firsts is really tough. And we want to be here for you, and we want you to know that we do care. This little service, which will only take a few minutes, you haven't needed to arrange. You haven't needed to think about anything except having the courage to turn up, having the courage to listen, having the courage to feel, and then progressing and hopefully walking away feeling a little bit better and a little bit stronger. The beauty of it being recorded is that you can come back anytime you like and do it all again. Be kind to yourself. Understand that it takes a huge amount of courage to open yourself up to feelings and to potentially open up wounds that you thought may be healed. Allow yourself to think about the person who's not here just for a few minutes and just in your own space. Allow yourself to understand that things have changed, and not by your choice. Change is never easy, but when a change comes about that you have no control over, it makes it so much more difficult for you to be able to move forward. Think about just for a moment how you're going to navigate this festive season, where there is so much happiness and people celebrating, and perhaps more so because COVID has made this such a difficult year, and most of us were wondering if we would be able to see our families. You may not be feeling like you want to celebrate, or that you're in the space to be able to be good company with your family. That's okay. People will understand. This is about you, and it's okay for it to be about you, because this is a unique experience for you, and you need to be able to navigate it without feeling any additional pressure to do things that don't feel natural. Take some time right now, give yourself some space, and remember the person that brought you here. Remember what they've brought into your life. How did they shape your world? How did they shape you as a person? How have they influenced you? Remember that they would be so proud of who you are and what you've done and how you've looked after them and the difference that you made in their lives. Grief is unique. Grief is unique to each one of us. No one can possibly anticipate what it's going to feel like to experience loss. Grief can be strong and emotional. Grief can feel physical. Grief can hit you at times when you have the least expectation. It is what it is, and it's not something that you can control. It is not something that we have any choices about. It is just something that we have to navigate. Understand that it takes a huge amount of strength to be able to look after somebody who you care about, who is not well, and who is deteriorating, and who you know is going to die, and that you've gone through things and emotions and experiences that you would never have anticipated. You've lived through the fear, you've lived through the anxiety, you've lived through the loss. Nothing could prepare you for that. But you are stronger, and you are capable, and you are able to keep going. And remembering the person who you cared about will make that easier for you. Memories are a bond. They actually bond us to that person because no one can take them away from you. The person might not be in the room, but no one can take your memories away and make them any different. I do understand about grief, as many people who will be watching this understand about grief. My experience with death is a little different. My experience was very sudden. My beautiful sister went to work one day, was in a car accident, and never came home. And the pain that caused, that physical pain, that emotional pain, that ongoing pain, that having to manage the difference in my life that I didn't choose, having to deal with the loss and the gap and the firsts. I understand what that is like. My experience was different, but to be honest, I'm not sure which one I would prefer. Having worked in palliative care for a very long time, I know what it's like to watch somebody that you care about change and deteriorate and become weaker, all without any control. But you did get to perhaps say some words that you might not have said if you hadn't had that experience, and you did get to make some memories. I didn't get to have any last words with my sister. I didn't get to make those sorts of memories with my sister, but I do have memories. I have songs that remind me of my sister that make me smile every time I hear them and take me back to a particular situation where we would have listened to that song together. I think of my sister every time I see the sun in a blue sky or walk on a beach, because those were her favourite things in life. So I have my memories of my sister, and they make my life better. They make me smile. They make me happier than I may have been. And I know that you will get to that point where the memories that you have will also make your life better. Please enjoy the service that we've put together for you over the next few minutes. Feel, cry, get frustrated, be angry or annoyed, but please just take this moment for yourself and experience everything that you need to while you remember a person that you love.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and I think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead, you're calling to me. I can't hear what you have said, then you say, go slow. I fall behind, then second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to grey, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay.
When we remember, the author's unknown. You can shed tears that they have gone, or you can smile because they have lived. You can close your eyes and pray that they'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see what they have left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see them, or you can be full of love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live for yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember them and only that they have gone, or you can cherish their memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back. Or you can do what they would want, smile, open your eyes, love, and go on.
The death of a loved one can be experienced as a profound loss and can have far-reaching consequences. The loss can leave us with a deep sense of emptiness and grief. We may wonder if we'll ever recover, and we may struggle to find a renewed sense of purpose and meaning to continue on in our lives. I would like you to take a moment to consider that despite the separation created by physical death, that there is a continuity of a relationship both on an emotional and spiritual level that we carry within us. Yes, the relationship's different, it's changed, but it does endure. It endures for our memory, our shared experience, our shared stories that we carry within us, both in our mind and in our hearts. So please take a moment to remember, to nurture and hold dear the person you love. Remember them, honour them, and now I invite you to light a candle for them. Thank you.
You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms, let me lay down beside you, let me always be with you. Come let me love you, come love me again. My life to you. Come let me love you, come love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
This is a poem titled Eternally by Anonymous. I think about you all the time and see your face so clear. It's as if no time has passed since you were standing here. Your laughter echoes in my mind, your smile still lights my way. I feel you watching over me each night and every day. Still, I miss the talks we had, though I still talk to you. I wish that I could hear your voice and hug you closely too. The years we spent together were so precious and too few. My heart now aches with longing for more time to spend with you. One day I will get to hold you close and we will join hands above. We will walk together in the light of heaven's perfect love. So while you wait and you're watching over me, know that you live in my heart and will eternally.
I hope this has been of some help for you. I hope this has made your day a little better, or that this is something that you can come back to at other times to help you to remember the person who you care about. I'd like to leave you with just a few thoughts. Entering the world is loud and messy and painful, and life changes forever after that moment. Exiting the world is sometimes not dissimilar. It can be loud, it can be messy, and life also changes after that moment. We're all products of our upbringing, our experiences, our beliefs, our influencers, the people who actually make a difference in our world. We live our lives, we grow, we develop, we change, we make decisions, we move, we experience, we lose. We go through losses, we go through grief, life moves on. Sometimes other people's lives move on so quickly and ours gets a little stuck. But we catch up. Life does move on. And my final thought is to remember that anyone who lives in a heart of any person that they leave behind is living forever. Please take care of yourselves and know that we're here if you need us. Thank you.
Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. It's alright.